across Louisiana. So put your hands together and show yourselves some love, all of the sacrifices and the commitment and paying it forward. Go ahead, you give yourselves some love. You deserve it, you deserve it. Today we do come together to celebrate thought leadership, innovation, and progress. But none of this would be possible without the support of our amazing sponsors. A very special thank you goes out to our presenting sponsor, Atmos Energy. Woo! Woo! And to all of our supporting sponsors, Perez, APC, Venture Global, Integrated Logistical Support Inc., Caesars Entertainment, Baton Rouge Community College, Lemoyne, Cumulus Media, Cada Energy, AT&T, VPG, and Environmental Defense Fund. So put your hands together and show all of our presenting sponsors and supporting teammates some love.
It says, whatever you do, in word or in deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God, our Father, through Him. So we pray. Merciful God and Father, we thank you for loving us like no one else can. We thank you, dear God, for hearing our cries and the petitions of our hearts as we come to you time after time, dear God, acknowledging the fact that we don't always get it right. But we thank you, dear God, that you show us your mercy, your grace, and your compassion over and over again. Heavenly Father, we come together today to break bread and seek your blessing upon our work. Grant that the work that we do, that we set our hands to, dear God, and our minds to, God, contribute to the well-being of this community and the flourishing of all people. Guide us with wisdom as we conduct our business, dear God, and inspire us to treat each other and our clients with integrity and with respect. We thank you for this food, which will nourish our bodies, dear God, and we thank you for our time together. May our time together be productive and foster collaboration and understanding. This we ask in your darling Son Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
As you know, it drives Louisiana, and we participate in that, and our co-partners, of course, all of our sponsors, but as well as LED, we like to say that specific partnership in driving economic development. As small business grows, Louisiana grows. 95% of all businesses in Louisiana are small businesses defined by the SBA. So, all right, it has been a great honor and a lifetime to lead this phenomenal organization. Since our inception in 2018, alongside me has been our Vice President, and you all know Kelisha Conflict Resolution Garrett. Right. So on some days she's conflict, I'm resolution. Some days she's resolution, I'm conflict. But it's all resolved by Pinot Noir. Okay? I used to say a glass of Pinot Noir, but some issues are a little bit deeper. So I would like to take a moment to recognize our board members and also recognize any elected officials that may be here. So our board members will rise, and some of them are running late. But I want to recognize them. Thank you very much. Appreciate our board. To our incredible staff and network of 10 chambers representing all 64 parishes in Louisiana. And we're the only economic development organization that represents the entire state. Yes, there are EDOs in 8 regions, if you will, but we cover all 64 parishes with our 10 chambers, covering all small businesses across. And this is not about whether you're red or blue, we are green. We are economic development people supporting all small businesses, period. Once again, our incredible staff, I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you. I know they're here in the room and outside the room. If you are here, you can stand and we'll acknowledge that really quickly. All right. Any staff within? Okay. And the rest of them outside the room, and Jarvis in the back, thank you very much.
First, I'd like to thank LCCF for that amazing playlist. Can we just? But Atmos Energy is so happy to be a proud title sponsor of this event. We've supported Louisiana Chamber of Commerce for a number of years now, and have personally borne witness of the impact that the chambers are doing throughout the state, and how the small businesses are thriving through this connection from programs that complement our Fueling Safe and Thriving Communities outreach vision. It's directly in alignment from the programs with the Business Innovation Centers, the CCGI network of small businesses, and a special notice of recognition for the Agri-Aquacultural Center in Harvey, Louisiana. If you guys have not visited this space, you are truly missing out on what they're doing in the preservation of agriculture and sustainability. And so to be here this evening, special thanks to my team here, say hello everybody, for supporting this chamber and understanding the vision. We are looking forward to explaining to you all and educating you all a bit more and sharing about how Atmos Energy specifically fuels safe and thriving communities and moves the needle on economic development in Louisiana. So thank you for having us, and we also thank you all for being here and understanding the value of your presence. Thank you.
New website is Source Louisiana. This is where small businesses can highlight their services by registering on that Source Louisiana site. If you go to the LED site, click on that, and you can register your business for free, and this will give you access to showcasing your small business throughout the state for all the new contractors to see what possible opportunities. Once again, with 4.6 million people in the state, and we got 1.775 jobs that are non-governmental. 53.6% of that is small business, which equates to 906,632. So once again, small business drives Louisiana. As I close, I want to emphasize it's not about one organization, it's about the collaboration of all of us. So we want to continue to welcome you to work with us, and we will work with you as hard as we can to keep this collaboration and driving the economic growth of Louisiana. So with that being said, at this time I'd like to welcome back LaTangela Sherman.
Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much, Dr. Simmons. We appreciate you all so much. Oh, non-supportive, but like the food coming out. That's why y'all got quiet on me. Didn't say a word, okay. But we have the best of the best today, and we can't say thank you enough for being here with us. Today, we're going to celebrate all of the contributions that have been made and all of the continued support that we do appreciate. We have to say thank you again to our presenting sponsor, Atmos Energy, and all of our supporting sponsors, Perez, APC, Venture Global, Integrated Logistical Support, Inc., Caesars Entertainment, Baton Rouge Community College, Lemoyne, Cumulus Media, Cada Energy, AT&T, VPG, and Environmental Defense Fund. See those beautiful floral arrangements? I'm going to talk about them before we leave. Her floral arrangements, she does them for all events. There's no event too small or too large, and nothing says, I thought of you, like a floral arrangement. So make sure that you're checking her out. And thank you so much to Disney, Essence Festival, 225 Fest, and more. And headshots, because if your headshot is outdated, if you need those company headshots done, Sonia is your go-to with Sonia's Creations. And of course, we always encourage all of our business leaders to shop local when you can. Leads in innovation, energy, and technology, shaping impact, defining our future. And of course, we're going to bring up the one that flows through. She usually wears like this superhero cape, right? Because she's really superwoman and she just never acknowledges that. You put your hands together for none other than our very own. Are you ready? Hold on a second. We need some walk-up music for this one. All right, then we bring to the stage our Vice President and COO of Governmental Affairs. And she's also going to serve as today's moderator for our panel. Put your hands together for Kelisha Garrett.
Everyone, as you guys are continuing to enjoy your meal, one, I want to do a shameless plug that if you have not visited our aquaponics center, which is the first and largest agriculture aquaponics center in the state of Louisiana, I encourage you to do so. Many of the people who are here have visited us, but it is located in Jefferson Parish. that is about 15 minutes outside of New Orleans. We do offer tours. We would love to have kids and corporates and parents and citizens alike to be able to come in and see that facility as we are transforming and innovating the ways that we can produce fresh produce and have it farm to table. So we're so happy about that. I was happy we were able to show that video to you guys. And so now transitioning. So thank you all for joining us today to discuss one of the most exciting topics shaping Louisiana's future, the incredible buzz of construction, innovation, opportunity, expansion, and development happening across our state. This afternoon, we'll highlight how innovation, energy, and technology projects are not only shaping our impact here at home, but also defining Louisiana's role in the global economy. I'm truly delighted to welcome our panelists today. We are honored to be joined by an exceptional group of leaders whose expertise spans international development, energy policy, corporate strategy, and workforce development. Each panelist brings deep knowledge and proven experience in advancing sustainability, innovation, and economic growth. Together, their efforts are driving transformation across Louisiana while influencing the broader national and global landscape in energy, infrastructure, and workforce readiness. It is my privilege to introduce them to you now. First, we have Dustin Davidson. Dustin Davidson is the Secretary of Louisiana Department of Conservation and Energy, where he leads the state's energy strategy, conservation efforts, and natural resource management. His career spans federal and state service, including roles on the House Select Committee on Climate Crisis with the Waterways Council, Inc., and in the offices of Congressman Girard J and U.S. Senators David Vitter and John Kennedy. He brings deep expertise in energy policy, conservation, and infrastructure resilience. Can we welcome Secretary Davidson to the stage? Matt is Vice President of Marketing for Atmos Energy in Louisiana, where he oversees residential and commercial growth across the state. With 17 years at the company, Matt leads initiatives that strengthen partnerships with builders and developers, serving as liaison to the development community. His work focuses on driving market expansion, promoting energy efficiency for end users, and supporting energy solutions that meet the needs of a growing workforce and the intersection between technology and the expanding Louisiana economy. Help me welcome Matt to the stage. Next we have Ms. Laura Beauchamp. Laura is the Vice President of Business Operations and Strategy at Entergy, Louisiana, where she drives strategic initiatives in renewable energy grid modernization, and emerging technologies. With over 25 years in the utility sector, she has led finance, regulatory, and innovation functions, frequently serving as an expert witness before regulatory commissions. She also teaches at Tulane University's Freeman School of Business and serves on multiple advisory boards, helping shape the future of energy strategy and sustainable infrastructure. Laura, welcome to the stage. Girard is the Director of Strategic Partnerships at Louisiana Fuel, an NSF-funded LSU program, and also the President of Durango Works Corp., specializing in workforce development for energy and advanced manufacturing. With over 25 years of experience, he has trained more than 100,000 individuals for careers across industries. His North Baton Rouge Industrial Training Initiative was nationally recognized as one of the top workforce programs in the U.S. by the National Skills Coalition, and he received their Skill Champion Award in 2019. Dr. Melancon also serves on the DOE's Energy Workforce Advisory Board, shaping strategies for America's 21st century energy workforce. Help me welcome Dr. Melancon to the stage. Earlier, and I'm trying to get that last name out for you. But Patrick is an international development professional with expertise in business development, climate policy, and carbon markets across Africa and the Caribbean. He has served as a carbon markets technical advisor with GIZ and as an Article 6 in carbon pricing expert for the UNFCCC, helping design emissions trading systems and advising governments on climate and investment strategies. Patrick brings global policy and on-the-ground business development to advance renewable energy and sustainable economic growth. Patrick, come on up. Terry, I'll start with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. So I guess the easiest way for me to say how we're shaping it is we're regulating it, right? So the department is going through a reorganization right now that is effective as of 2 days ago, becoming the Department of Conservation and Energy. And in doing so, we've shifted the way that our department is set up and what we're thinking about, understanding that technology, innovation changes the way that the energy markets and the energy industry operates. We're always going to be looking toward developing natural gas, oil, but there's also other technologies out there that could help complement a lot of our conventional fuel sources that we use throughout the state here. And so in that reorganization, what we're really looking to do is not just make change to make it and say that we did it, but really looking forward to how do we set the department up so that it's successful for the next 50 years and that we don't need significant legislation to change or identify shortfalls in other technologies. You know, that should all be handled through rulemaking and regulations the way that we see it, but responsibly. So we want to make sure that there's consistency in our rules and regs, but also that the department for the next 50 years is operating in a way that is responsive to not only industry, but to the public, and that it provides the public with confidence in the way that we're regulating all the activities that we have before us. We always say, you know, trust is gained in drops and lost in buckets. We want to make sure that when we're dealing with the public, we maintain a level of trust that gives them that confidence to know that new technologies, new businesses, new companies that want to partner with them in their parish or their community is being done in the right way. And that if they do have questions, they feel confident that they can come to the department, but more importantly, they can go to that company and ask them. We want to make sure that everyone is engaging in a proper discourse to ensure that there are no surprises, no curveballs coming with new facilities or new activities popping up in random places throughout the state, specifically in those rural communities that haven't really seen a lot of development in the past.
Thank you, thank you. And so Matt, we know that Atmos plays a key role in Louisiana's energy and infrastructure. Tell us a little bit about the organization and how that impact is going to drive our economy forward.
Sure, yeah. Straight from the regulators to the regulated. Atmos Energy has a very simple, straightforward business. You know, we deliver natural gas to homes and businesses across the state. Our entire aim is to be the safest provider of natural gas, as well as a good community partner. You know, I heard a lot of things of what Dustin said about wanting to be relational, make sure that you have a conversation with your customers and your constituents. That's very important to Atmos. We operate some dozen service areas across the state. We serve a few 100,000 individual customers across Louisiana. But more importantly, you know, we live amongst all those people, right? Like our
important because these companies that are moving to our state, they're driving thousands and thousands of jobs, and that's really what's most important for us. It is raising up our communities, it's providing economic development opportunities, it's providing opportunities for our children and our grandchildren to stay here and to continue working, and that will just make our state stronger and stronger. And then, you know, I want to touch on something that Dustin said earlier about new technologies that also is part and parcel for what we do. We're not looking out 1 year, we're not looking out 10 years, we're looking out 30, 40, 50 years to make sure that we're not just relying on natural gas, that we're thinking about the future of nuclear deployment in this state, whether that's traditional nuclear or small modular reactors, continuing to look at solar, wind, battery storage, carbon capture and sequestration, really a truly all of the above strategy that we have to think about now. We can't wait till the 2030s to think about it.
That is so important. And I'm happy you were talking about being first in things, because I love the fact that Dr. Melancon is going to come and tell us a little bit about fuel and how we are. That was a very large grant awarded to LSU, but how we are driving ways to be first in some of these alternative initiatives that are happening
within our universities across Louisiana and some of our additional partners. So, Dr. Melancon?
Yes, no, thank you. And also, thank you again to the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation to hosting this event, but also you were a founding member of FUEL back when it was called Elite. I'm glad we changed the name, but so you go back before FUEL. So, but why FUEL? And a lot of it is because of the people we have on stage today. Nationally, there's several aspects of FUEL, but let's focus on the greater workforce right now. Nationally, the survey went out in the previous administration and current administration just did an updated report for Secretary Wright, where there's currently 3 million workers in the energy field. That's the manufacturing, transmission, all things above. And a survey went out by the Department of Energy, and 76 of the employers are struggling to fulfill their current headcount. Projected moving forward, and it's a good thing the current administration is more of an all-above energy strategy, kind of opens up new opportunities with petrochemical oil and gas. But even the previous study that went out by Brookings a year ago, in 10 years, we have a projected headcount of 24 million workers that are needed in the energy field across the U.S. So that's a huge challenge right there. And when their current employers with the smaller, it's not really a small headcount, 8 million people, 3 million people is a lot of people. When you're going to put a fourfold kind of increase on that, or an eightfold increase on that. So we are trying to figure out the workforce challenges and solutions. We have a lot of partners with our higher ed and our community technical college system. It's been really at the plate for a long time, but we're also filling the roles within that. But even today, and the reason why we have a very strong in the current administration with Governor Landry, support of workforce development and higher ed.
In Houston, and it took a bold move to go international, to seek for partnership overseas. This started during the era of international capital markets, and our owners, they started looking outside of the US for partnership in energy space. And since then, we have, especially after COVID, we have evolved and we have partnerships in Taiwan. We have offices in Taiwan, in Mozambique, in Grenada, where I'm based, I came from Grenada. And what we are investing in these countries outside of the US, it's in low emission fuels such as biodiesel, ethanol. And more recently, we established an office in Mozambique, which is going to be the next global LNG lead. Mozambique has discovered huge reserves of natural gas just a decade ago, and now they are exploring these resources. They are at the starting point of exploring these resources. And being a newcomer in a global LNG, Mozambique, they lack a lot of expertise. And looking at Louisiana as a hub for LNG, we see a lot of opportunities bringing Louisiana-based companies, especially like small businesses, to Mozambique. So this is what we're working on.
I like that, and actually that's something that I want to switch to, and I want you guys to give me like your top thoughts with regards to the next round of questions. And Secretary, I'll start back with you again. From a policy perspective, what are some of the most critical steps that Louisiana is doing to ensure that these small businesses that are in attendance here, our local providers, are able to participate with some of the opportunities that we've been speaking of from our institutional organizations, as well as some of the private investments that are coming in town?
Yeah, so I think it's not necessarily even about legislation. We've taken the steps and identified small things that we can do that have a significant impact. So the first thing under Secretary Gray was we recognized that a lot of data centers come to Louisiana, specifically with Meta. As this project was being discussed, we initially connected with Secretary Bourgeois and realized that there were a ton of permits that needed to be done.
It's a powerful network of chambers serving all 64 parishes across our state. With this statewide reach, we are committed to creating programs that meet the needs of every industry and support businesses of all sizes, from local startups to global enterprises. Through our technical assistance programs, our focus is to provide innovative solutions, resources, and opportunities that drive growth and sustainability. The impact has been clear. 2.3 million in contracts secured by program participants, 283,000 in contracts secured in just the first quarter of 2025, a 25% increase in participant revenue as of December 2024. Of 26 full-time jobs and 29 part-time jobs. These numbers represent real businesses and real people making a difference in our communities. Please join me in recognizing some of our outstanding participants who have excelled and earned recognition here today.
We are proud to present our 2025 Louisiana Leads Award recipients. Agency Partner of the Year, Dr. Wiggins, Delta Regional Authority and Ardoin, Deputy Chief of Staff, Office of Governor Jeff Landry. The Delta Regional Authority team couldn't make it to travel constraints, but we are honored to celebrate their work. So we say thank you, thank you, thank you. We are honored to recognize Dr. Wiggins, Federal Co-Chairman of the Delta Regional Authority, and Ardoin, Deputy Chief of Staff for Governor Jeff Landry's Office of Intergovernmental Affairs and Rural Revitalization at this year's Agency Partners of the Year. The DRA is a federal regional commission dedicated to promoting and advancing economic development across the lower Mississippi River Delta and Alabama Black Belt regions. So they've been busy. Absolutely.
Thank you very much on behalf of Governor Landry and the DRA. I'm thrilled to receive this award. The Chamber Foundation has been an excellent partner and done a fantastic job with the grant they were awarded through DRA, and are going to continue to do many, many fantastic things for our state. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Small Business Champion, Patrick Witty. Louisiana Economic Development. Patrick Witty is honored for his tireless advocacy on behalf of Louisiana's small business community. This team has been instrumental in supporting entrepreneurs across Louisiana through impactful programs such as LED Fast Start, the Small Business Roundtables, the Hudson Initiative, and the Mentor Protege Program, and the list goes on and on and on. Louisiana has seen remarkable momentum this year with over $10 billion in economic development projects announced across the state. Please put your hands together for Patrick.
Just trying to think of what my mama would be saying right now. Anyway, David and Kelisha, thank you very much. Foundation, exceptional. They understand economic development. They understand it is complex. It represents jobs and investment, and all that's correct. But also, it also connects people. It's also about relationships. Sometimes all we want to do is fill a spreadsheet with numbers. That's important. It gets us to the finish line, but it takes people to make sure it all works. So God bless you for your work. This is as much a ministry as it is a business.
If he doesn't get the ding, he gets an amen.
Oh, I got the picture, please.
Beautiful. Small Business Champion, Patrick Witty. We appreciate it. At this time, we'll have the award for Economic Development Champion, Henry Thornton. with it. Hashtag me at Latangela Faye. Hey y'all, hey. Yeah, please do. Okay, so Meta recently announced a transformational $10 billion artificial intelligence data center in Northeast Louisiana. An investment that would create more than 1,500 permanent jobs and employ up to 5,000 workers at peak construction. This project firmly positions Louisiana a hub for innovation and technology. As Community Development Regional Manager for Meta, Henry represents Meta's data center at the community level in both Alabama and Louisiana, so they're keeping you really busy, right? In this role, he identifies strategic investments and partnerships, works closely with policymakers, and has overseen millions of dollars in education investments and charitable contributions that strengthen local communities. Based in Huntsville, Alabama, Henry brings a wealth of experience from government, campaigns, and civic leadership, and is deeply committed to ensuring Meta's work delivers lasting impact. So hashtag and retweet that. Come on up here.
Hey everybody. First, can we give a hand to the Chamber of Commerce Foundation for this incredible event? We appreciate you so much. We are so honored by this. We have been so incredibly welcomed to Louisiana as a state and to Northeast Louisiana specifically. We really mean it when we say we want to be the best neighbors possible with our big data center that we're building in that area. I want to give a shout out to Kenya and her team at the NLBCC. We're working with them on some digital skills trainings and some other stuff. It's really important to us to be as good a neighbor as possible. I know this crowd specifically knows a lot of small businesses across Louisiana. I want to encourage everyone to go to richlandparishdatacenter.com. That's our portal for small businesses that want to work on the project as we build it out. That's richlandparishdatacenter.com, blessed by a URL where all the words sound like they are spelled, so that's easy. And then if anyone wants to follow our progress as this massive facility comes out of the ground, please follow the Richland Parish Data Center Facebook page. We post a lot of updates there, and we want to keep everyone involved. Our partners, Entergy and other folks you've seen on this stage, along with Governor Landry's office, made it possible for us to be here, and people like you are in this room have welcomed us and have provided so many great local companies to hire. We want to keep that going. So thank you all so much. Thank you for this award, and I think I made it without the noise coming on, so I think we're doing all right, right?
I didn't want to suspend my account, so I gave him a little extra. You know it's real. Thank you so much, Mr. Henry Thornton. Keeping us pod arrow, then, workforce development champion, putting in some major work in our community. Put your hands together for Dr. Willie Smith, Baton Rouge Community College. It is my great pleasure to introduce the son, Dr. Willie Smith, our workforce development champion awardee for his outstanding leadership at Baton Rouge Community College. Go Bears. To ask somebody, I'm telling you, it is simply amazing. With that, one of his signature efforts, it goes a long way and it provides a lot of opportunities right here in our community. And through his vision of determination, Dr. Smith is transforming lives, strengthening regional industries, and ensuring that Louisiana's workforce is prepared to meet today's challenges and tomorrow's opportunities. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Willie Smith as a true champion of workforce development. Dr. Sarah Barlow is accepting on behalf of the Chancellor Smith in his absence, Business of the Year, Tremaine Devine, Trey Street Kitchen, Small Business of the Year, Trey Street Kitchen. Hold tight. Oh, I'm gonna let you speak first. Hold on, where did she go? Hey girl, hey, how you been? All right, good, wait a minute. Tell me a little bit about that Super Saturday while you're here too, because that is like one of the best enrollment programs I've ever seen.
Thank you. It's always terrible to follow her. My voice can't do that, and clearly I am not Willie Smith. I'm Sarah Barlow. On behalf of Dr. Smith, he is truly honored to receive the award. Baton Rouge Community College is committed to workforce development because all education is workforce development. And so the work he's done at the college and the BRCC team here today is really excited about this opportunity. And on his behalf, I will accept his award. Thank you.
And in 30 seconds or less, ping. Shout out to the team that prepared that lunch too. It was amazing. So now is the time I get to bring up none other than Business of the Year, Tremaine Devine with Trey Street Kitchen, Small Business of the Year. It's our privilege to honor Tremaine Devine, CEO and founder of Trey Street Kitchen, as this year's Small Business of the Year. Launched in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, this man found an opportunity to go out there and make it happen. Trey's Street Kitchen began as a bold vision and has since grown into an award-winning food service powerhouse. Today, under the leadership of CEO Tremaine Devine and CXO Christian Smith, it is a family-owned, nationally acclaimed brand that is redefining campus dining, incorporating catering and stadium concessions. I love it. Love it when the plan comes together. Please join me in congratulating Tremaine Devine and Trey Street Kitchen on being named Small Business of the Year.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here to accept this award. I want to give special thanks to my wife, Kristen Smith, who she is. And I want to thank the Chamber as well. We started this business in the height of the pandemic, 2020, and our target audience was small children, senior citizens, college students, and the military, all which are underserved in our industry. I want to give a special thanks to everyone here tonight. We're going to keep pushing, and thank you for this award.
Thank you so much. We'll be pulling up to check out those recipes too, because I know y'all got it going on over there. Congratulations. I might want to get this one right. This is my boss. Listen, before we leave, I need y'all to put in a good word for me. Don't let me get fired on a day off. Huh? Chamber champion Patrick Galloway with Cumulus Media. It is my privilege to introduce someone who has been a steadfast champion of Louisiana Chambers of Commerce and the businesses that they do serve. Patrick Galloway got a heart of gold. Do you hear me? Hold on, Pat, hold tight. Hold on. Where is the walk-up music, sir? You got a radio station and no walk-up music? What are you doing over there? Okay, he was over there having his lunch, probably. That's what I was saying. Now, through his leadership at Cumulus Media, Pat has used the power of storytelling and partnership to amplify local voices, highlight community initiatives, and shine a spotlight on the people and organizations driving change. From New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Columbus, Starksville, his reach has provided an invaluable platform for small businesses and chambers to share their stories with a wider audience. So if you need any assistance, y'all call me here at 225-926-1106. Call us. Pat Galloway reminds us that media can be more than a megaphone. It can be a bridge, connecting businesses with the communities they serve and strengthening the fabric of our economy. Please join me in congratulating my boss, my friend, none other than the Patrick Galloway.
Thank you. You want to win? Here's 3 names for you. Myra, Kelisha, David. Maybe I should add a 4th. But, if you look at the mission of this chamber, it says economic development. And when you think about it, that solves a lot. Infrastructure, education, health, and this is what this organization is all about, helping people out, and I want to help it as much as I can. So it's an incredible honor. Thank you all so much.
I guess I have him down to 60 seconds. Congratulations. Chamber of the Year. Are we ready? I almost feel like I need a drum roll for that. That is a striking drum roll if I ever heard one. Now y'all will have to help me out, do something a little different than that. Okay, let's try, drop the beat, DJ. Drop, wait, no, hold on, I'm sorry. 30 seconds or less. Give me something a little more hyper instrument. I think he can do it. I believe it. Oh, okay. It's been a long time. All right. Chamber of the Year. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Anticipation, huh? Kendrick Martin! Chamber of the Year. Greater Southwest Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce. Come on down. It is my honor to announce the Greater Southwest Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce under the leadership of President Kendrick Martin as this year's Chamber of the Year. The Chamber has had a remarkable year advancing its mission to economically empower, sustain African American communities through entrepreneurship and capital investment. Their efforts have fostered the growth of Black-owned businesses, provided vital resources for entrepreneurs, and built strong partnerships that strengthen both commerce and community. The Chamber's impact is evident in their growth of over 140 new members this year alone. Have you been telling people about the Chamber or what? I mean, he invited everybody. And in their continued partnership, such as with LEDA for educational classes, and with the Lupus Foundation to honor lupus warriors at a gala. These efforts showcase a commitment not only to businesses, but also to uplifting the broader community. Today, we celebrate their vision, innovation, and leadership. Please join me as we congratulate President Kendrick Martin and the Greater Southwest Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce on being named Chamber of the Year.
She gave me an extra 30 seconds, so I'm going to go back to my first speech. First, I want to give all glory and honor to God for allowing me to stand here today. Without His grace and guidance, none of this would be possible. On behalf of Southwest Louisiana Black Chamber of Commerce, I am truly honored to accept the award for Chamber of the Year. This recognition is not about me or us. It's about the vision, the legacy, and the tireless work of so many people who made this moment possible. I want to thank our founders, Janelle Chagua, Bishop Winbush, and former State Senator Donald Creighton Sr. Their courage and leadership created a foundation to continue to build on today. At this time, I would like to ask former Senator Donald Creighton Sr. and Maisha Chagua, the daughter of our beloved founder Janelle Chagua, to please stand together and be recognized. You both represent the heart of the Chamber's beginning, and we honor the sacrifices, the vision, and the legacy that live on through your families. To my board of directors, thank you for your leadership and commitment. To my former assistant, Stacey Henry, thank you. January 24, we made big impacts. I also want to thank Kelisha Garrett, David Sedantien, and Ms. Kenya Roberson with the Chamber Growth Initiative. Your leadership has helped chambers across Louisiana, including ours, grow stronger, innovate, and create greater opportunities for business. And to my beautiful wife, thank you for your love, patience, and encouragement. You've been my greatest supporter, and I could not do this without you. Serving as president of this chamber is more than a title. It's a calling. It's about protecting the vision of our founders and creating opportunities for the next generation of entrepreneurs to be seen, valued, and supported. This award reminds us that when we serve, we build legacies that will outlast us. But let me be clear, the work is not done. There are still barriers to break, businesses to build, and communities to strengthen. Our mission continues, and we will keep moving forward together. Thank you to the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation for this honor, and thank you all for the work you do to grow stronger communities and stronger Louisiana. Thank you.
On behalf of the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation, I just want to say thank you again, not just for allowing me to serve as your hostess, but to be in the room with such caring hearts, because we know that this is definitely the compassion that the world needs to make it a better place one day at a time. to be a part of such an incredible celebration. A special thank you goes out to our presenting sponsor, Atmos Energy, and to all of our supporting sponsors, Perez, APC, Venture Global, Integrated Logistics Support Inc., Caesars Entertainment, Baton Rouge Community College, Lemoyne, Cumulus Media, Cada Energy, AT&T, VPG, and Environmental Defense Fund. This event would not be possible without your partnership, and we invite every decision maker in this room to explore and join our work as we continue to drive economic development across Louisiana. Next up on the list, we have another field trip. Anybody love a good field trip? It's a great field trip on the way, and it's going to be the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce Foundation taking this show on the road to Hyatt Regency, New Orleans. Anybody else love New Orleans? Anybody? Oh, I'm the only